Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Bahar, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, the real and teach well, to Akim, the highways and byways, and those pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Now, we tend to ask the Most High to guide us through the times that's coming. We know that there's some serious times that's coming. We ask the Most High to guide us through those times, but at the same time, we also need Him to guide us through the times that we're currently in. Like, for instance, I use my car for work. Now, a year ago, I wouldn't be expecting petrol to be the prices that it is today. So knowing that, I'll be out to the Most High, boy, just help me get through these times, man, because things are going to be hard. So what happened, I went out early this morning, something I had to do. And on the way back, I stopped at a petrol station. And this petrol station is kind of cheap compared to some of the others that's around. So I stopped, went in the petrol station. None of the unleaded, they're not giving out no unleaded. The only petrol that's available is super unleaded and diesel. So that was kind of upsetting, because I thought, right, yeah, I fill up here, it's going to be kind of cheap. So there's another petrol station, which is the same brand or same company, but it's not on my route home. So I was thinking, well, I might go home and during the day head to that petrol station and fill up. But they're the same price as the one I was in. And then I thought, you know what? The roads are clear. Let me just take the little diversion and go there. So I'm going to this petrol station now, and there's a small transit van looking to deliver some goods. So I've taken the pump off, waiting for them to authorize the pump so I can start fill up. I hear the man tapping on the window to get, the attention of the people that's in the petrol station. So the door opens, he delivers his goods, he drives off. They authorize my pump now. So I got £70. I said, you know what, I'll put in £40. Now, I put the petrol in. I think a couple more quid, £42 would have probably bucked my tank. But my tank was full. So I walked over to the door now, expecting this door to open. And this is like 6:20 this morning. The door's not opening. I'm looking in the petrol station. Then the woman, one of them walks. She sorts of kneel down in front of one of the shelves like she's going to stack it. So I caught her attention. She goes, oh, we can't open the door till 7 o'clock. And so normally a petrol station got a little hatch window that you could probably go to. So I've gone there now. No, there's normally an hatch window. This petrol station ain't got no hatch window. So she goes, can't open the door until 7 o'clock. And I think to myself, rah, what kind of foolishness is that? So I've said to her, well, I need to pay for the petrol. She looks at me and said, well, there's nothing we can do. The rules is we can't open the doors until 7 o'clock. So I'm thinking, well, I don't want to drive out and they think I'm thieving petrol. So I said, so how am I going to pay if I leave? She goes, oh, you won't have to pay. So I thought, rah. So I've driven out the petrol station, thrown up a little praise to the Most High. And, for me, that was a blessing in disguise. It might not seem like anything to some people, but we have to recognize the small blessings that the Most High sends our ways. Like you might hear some testimonies where brothers go through some dire straits and, the Most High helps them through the dire straits. But we have to recognize the small blessings that He sends our way as well and acknowledge those for what they are. Because if I'd followed what I intended to do initially, which was to come back to that petrol station during the day, it would have been closer to my home at the time. If I'd gone home, then I would have had to spend 40 quid and that I would have been £40 short. But going there when I did, most I put in my spirit, say, you know what, just go there and fill up now. That saved me 40 quid. So that's the long and short of what happened to me today. And it's just been playing on my mind. I come home laying down. I thought, you know what, let me just get up and do something on it, really. And it's to encourage others just to keeping on. Because at the end of the day, the Most High has us. You know, we want him to guide us through those big trying times which we know are coming up. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge the times that we're in, that we still need help here and there to get through the times that we're in. Like I said, petrol is ridiculous now. So for me to be able to save 40 quid, yeah, and fill up my tank, for me, that's a blessing which I'm not going to overlook and thank the Most High for. So, you know, it's not much, just a few things I want to touch. This is Isaiah 65:13. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." Now, I wasn't eating as in food, but long and the short is the Most High still helped me out in this situation. You know, in times like this where things are getting harder, you know, and I speak for myself, any little money that I can save here and there is a blessing, man. So to be able to fill up my tank, I need my car for work. I use my car for work. So to be able to fill up, you know, and save 40 quid, for me, that's a blessing, man. And in these times, another thing we shouldn't forget to do is this. Sirach 29:20, help thy neighbor according to thy power. Yeah? We're the only ones that we have in this truth, man. Yeah, we have to help each other, you know, show that brotherly, sisterly love. You know, we can all talk and teach on brotherly love, but when the time comes to help a fellow brother, a fellow sister, you know, if it's in your power to do so, because the Most High will spin it back around to you. Maybe not from that brother or that sister, but in some way it will spin it back to you. So it says, help thy neighbor according to thy power, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same. Yeah, like you can help them, but you choose not to for whatever reason. Next thing you know, you're in the same situation. So, you know, it's just something I want to touch on. Just recognize the small blessings that the Most High sends your way. Obviously, my testimony ain't like some brothers where they've got to jump off a cliff, and as they've jumped, they caught a rope, swim into the other side, kick a crocodile in the face, and man, you know. But for me, it's a blessing all the same, man. And this is something which we have to recognize when it passes our way, and give the Most High the praises all the same. So yeah, Shalom Ak. Yeah, I know. It's a bit too late now. Bro says, and it's near you as well, you know. I'll tell you that for free. Shalom King, I need that petrol station location, but you'd have to pay now. It's after 7 and they'll be open. But yeah, recognize the small blessings that the Most High sends our way. But with that, I'm gonna close out. Give all praises to Yahweh. And all this is to encourage brothers and sisters to keeping on, because the Most High actually has us. Yeah, he's got us, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahara, Kakadash, Kwame Shabala.